Yeah, we'll start the session and uh, I'm sharing my screen. So, Kiran, can you see my screen?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So, in the last session, we have discussed about upon hitting one URL in the UI, what happens behind the scenes, how that URL journey starts from client to the database storing within the last step of it. We have seen all these steps, and I'll give quick intro of all the things that we have discussed in the last session. Like when an URL hit by a person user, it straight away goes to the DNS, so that like if it hits google.com, it was actually the name that we see is domain name that we see, but internet browser knows it through only its IP address. For that reasons, DNS resolution is important for any website that we use today. For like we have Flipkart, Instagram, all these server knows them by their IP addresses, not by their names. For that reasons, we need domain name systems as well. And in order to act a proxy, like reverse proxy that we use in order to manage the traffic, everything, we use a load balancer. Here, the load balancer, actually the reverse proxy is the load balancer that it acts as one of the example, so that it can choose its server and route traffic to that. And then we will get API server here where our actual code resides, and based on the link it sees the user, that is the endpoint, and 123, that is the particular user that our URL is having, and it goes routes to that particular method. And we need to do authentication path, like request, when request is going in the forward direction, we definitely need to do authentication path, like who is the user, and authorization, what user can do, whether he is authorized to perform to get that users. For that we use authentication, and then we have core business logic. In this we will get like processes things, and at finally, actually this business layer resides in the service layer, then from a request goes from service layer to the repository. That repository finally queries to my database. As you can see here, these all of the things flow will be in that way. API request, user controller, get users, and controller user service, that microservices we will hit, then business rules it will execute, then my data access layer. These all the things that we have discussed in our last class. Like upon hitting send API request, the flow will be in this way. And when it comes
Tanzim, one
to
question here. What does the reverse proxy does here?
reverse proxy, it hides our client, but first of all, when the data is moving from client to the server, we need to hide the client from the server. Like there must be middle person who will hide the client, client's IP addresses, client location, that must not be known to the server. In the same way, we'll be having reverse proxy as well. Like server won't must not be known to the user. For example, you are the person, you don't know the server you are hitting when you are doing some of the scrolling things or some of the shopping in Amazon. You don't know which server you are hitting. Like server also should not know whom it is redirecting, the request it is coming, and same as well the response the client is receiving. You got right.
Okay. But what is the purpose like hiding this information? Like anyway, it will be a normal server detail, will be, right? Domain name will be there.
Yeah,
So how it will help like by hiding those info?
obviously from attackers. Like attackers must not in the middle person, if they tweak you, like in your response body, like in your JSON, you'll be sending some information. In that way, like in middle person, if he knows whom you are connecting to the server, they can tweak and change the things and send back to the server. Same as server also, if knows, then they can do some things, right? So for that reasons, we never
Mhm.
share client details to the server or server details to the client. It's more of security purposes.
Okay. So there should be one more proxy layer, layer should be there, right? Like here we are hiding the server details with the client. Like we are not showing which server we are hitting, right? That's what the reverse proxy does.
Yeah, correct.
So on the vice versa, we should do, right? Like the server shouldn't know like from which client we are receiving this request, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Correct. In real world, we will use both forward proxy and reverse proxy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So this flow you got it right. Why we will use DNS load balancer?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Reverse proxy is like load balancer. One of the example is reverse proxy.
Okay,
Yeah. So we will see in our React app like engine server. That is one reverse proxy. I know.
okay.
Yeah. um, I'll go now move on to our app, real world way. Like here, I'm using one of the bus booking app. Like each and every day, like in once in a month, we'll do AbhiBus, redBus, these kind of real world applications we will use. First, we will. I didn't get much filters, params here, but the context is it is giving more of APIs, like understanding the flow, how it actually does, and all. So when I refresh, then I can see hardly three buses I can see. And if I click on this and I have given my name and send confirm book, then like earlier it was 12 and now it has been changed to 11. As soon I got the message as well, booking confirm and ticket ID, passenger, seat number. These details I got. And what happened behind the scenes for this? Like how developers know, like this is the UI we will see. What exactly had happened behind the scenes is this. First, we like how the request and response trace inspector. Client received like HTTP status code 201 and server received this. I have clicked like you have seen now. I have clicked this and I got to do like I have selected bus number 101 and given my name and told like I want this booking, and it actually post to the server in this type of method body. And behind the scenes database, like as soon I did this hitting button and Jason has transmitted my uh, details to the server, like server will do actual business logic things. Server will then query back to the database telling like we need to decrease one seat availability as well and where ID 101 and insert it back into the booking system, like who booked it. I have booked it and bus number is 101 and I also need to get one seat is less. The same server response sent server back to get, you will get details once you fill and you will like confirm booking and you will get back details like all the things you have inserted in the JSON response way from the server. In this way, like still here what we have received and the status code is 200. This is earlier we have done this way. This is the fresh logs that I have got. In the same way, the flow in this is client, API gateway, and database. In my current code, if I go to the code, you can see here backend and the frontend. For backend, I'm using Node.js. For persisting backend, I have used Express. For that reasons, I got server.js the same way. And for frontend, I have used React app. It stores all my details, and if we see go through the uh, server, this is the code. Actually I'm not using the actual database. This is in memory database. Like it is temporary and it is currently running on my RAM. Once I shut down it, like everything will come back to its normal place. If although I do, like you can see here it is 12 now, it has been changed in my UI to 11 because I have given, for example, in the same way if I give here like selecting second bus and given Kiran, same in the way like Kiran has booked this and he got confirm message, and behind the scenes you will get new logs like currently at 8:50:33 p.m. with the timestamp, screenshot, snapshots. You will the data will store in the logs. Like it is way easy for developers to see logs and to find out if any API is giving like data in, like for now it is giving within fraction of seconds. You can check logs details as well and it has to how many seconds it has took in order to parse the data, in order to store and get back from the database. All these things you can see here in the snapshot, in the logs. For that reasons only we will use logs in the real world. And when I go back to like you can see here, client received status code 201, like everything is okay. And why we are getting this 201 client receive, you know why? Because every time I'm seeing the bus details that are actually starting from here. Like once I refresh, I can see all these bus details. So every time the in like you can see here, I have refreshed and I got all the bus details as of now. Like here -1 and here 4 and here 18. The status code, the response comes in this way. And earlier we have done one of the booking, right? In the same way here also database write the same thing, and we will get the response from the server like status is confirmed and with your along with your seat number. Each and every time, see you can see here 8:52:03 p.m.
Kanzin, is that logs are coming from the code logs? That UI, what you're showing behind the scene trace
Yeah,
user, right?
yeah. I'll show you the code. Like you can see timestamp, like current timestamp I want. Whatever the like current, as soon I click the link, you can see like at what time I have clicked, it will store here. Create logs. From here it is coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Same
And the
similarly.
data, okay,
Uh,
you're passing. Okay. I mean,
no,
in
what
the
you say?
trace, you are getting the data, right?
Hmm.
The responses and all the data. How it is coming there?
It is coming. It is like from backend slash buses. If you do, you will get method, post method. The same thing, like it is front end. It is showing in our UI page. Handle book tickets. I need to search the code which is actually showing it. The bus, no response traces. Actually, see here. Request and response traces inspector. Our front end it is showing you. You can see here every line of code, right?
Okay.
From backend, it is coming to the front end. Like if I get slash get, if I hit slash buses, same UI will be here, like to show UI. Front end and back end are like talking each other while sharing the responses and the
Okay. Got it.
packets, yeah, routes validation. This is the third page, I think. System request architecture. From here,
Okay.
that logs are actually coming along with status code, error, query, transaction, it's all. So this is the logs we will use for every option we will see in our UI. Everything, every button I click, every action user performs, for every snapshot, milliseconds also we will store in logs. Logs are very good at getting data, getting at things like it is way difficult. Like we will store them. Logs will definitely helpful in our like response times and if there is any delays, there are many things logs helps us. Along with snapshot trace id we will create. In this way logs will be helpful, but this is just one single server. I'm showing you all this like with two apis hardly it is using, but the actual like if we see any AbhiBus redBus or make my trip buses, they will use actually this is the architecture they will use. They will combine both modular components and event driven. You know right what are event driven, like Kafka or RabbitMQ. As you can see here, first layer is client layer. You can see the UI. This is just limited to the user. Actually the architecture will come here. These are all the system design behind the scenes we need to know. You have seen right, like this is the UI we will be seeing. In the same way, API gateways and security, when we hit any button or user performs any actions, it goes to the API gateway or load balancer and it routes to that particular services, or it will route to any particular system. You can see here search service is different. Here we are maintaining different search service, booking service, payment service, notification service. Each and every service is like how can I explain you, like this is one of the this is just one booking app. I didn't maintain any payment option here. any notification option here. This is just one microservices. It is monolith architecture. Actually, in real world, we'll be having this many services. What is mean by service? It is one small application. It is itself one small application. Payment itself one small. Notification itself one small application. And each and every applications, they are built with different languages. Like for booking system, we'll be using Node.js or Go, which is Google, one of the Google language. And for payment services, we'll be using payment integration, Razor Pay. Notification for WhatsApp APIs we can take. Actually, these services talk each other using one common language, that might be JSON or might be XML. Mostly currently we will use JSON format only, but if it is banking systems, they will definitely use XML as they rely on legacy systems. So this is the microservices. And then upon hitting, if user perform, once the payment is done, the order is confirmed, and it goes back to our database to check ticket has been booked by this particular person. And if the same person, like if you and your friend in the same location and you have recently searched the buses, and if after 1 week you are booking for your friend as well, you will get similar searches because of Redis, one of the cache database. And in the same way, like in memory cache, like if you want to store the data in SQL format, it will come to the SQL DB format. And for logs, like I have shown you the logs here, right? These logs, actually these are in JSON format, and we won't get any better database than MongoDB, which is NoSQL, which stores in JSON format to store these logs. So for that reasons, in MongoDB we use MongoDB to store our logs. Like I'll tell you, like in real world now, logs is one more way of getting all the things. We can actually trace everything. Like we can integrate AI systems as well here, but as of currently, many applications that are already done with these manual things, like without help of AI, they are actually afraid of integrating AI as well in this. But they are using limited to components. If they are working on payment service, they'll use limited for code generation, for decision making, for that things only, but not the whole thing. We will do everything with AI. That is not done by many people. So this is the what how uh, an AbhiBus application looks like, with the client layer, API gateways, microservices, message broker, like persistent layers which stores our logs, data, booking systems once we done. And we'll also store the cache, which is like in memory cache to get fast and recent data searched. So uh, I'll pass here. Let me know, Graham, what's the thing is troubling you.
Yeah, I have one question with respect to service search services, right? And the first one.
Search service
Yeah. So
in
inside the
this?
search, yeah, the third layer is
Okay,
right,
yeah, yeah.
microservices layer.
Hmm.
Yeah. So inside that we are using this Redis DB, right?
Yeah,
So Redis DB is mainly used for the in-memory cache. I mean, it has to sync with actual DB, right? For some particular time period, it has to sync with actual DB, and it has to get that data. I mean, whenever a user hits for one particular information, at the first time it will go to the actual DB, and then parallel it will write to the Redis DB. Next, again, the second time when a user tried to get that same information, at that time, if it is within the TTL, then it will get the information from the Redis DB, right?
yeah.
Am I going the correct way?
It is correct, but first of all, as soon you search for buses, first thing will come into the picture is your cache, your Redis. If
Okay.
the data is already there, like you have filter, you applied filter like based on your region, based on the date, first it hits to the Redis database. If the data is there and it is fast and like within milliseconds the data come back to you. If the data is not found in the Redis, then Redis will again query back to actual database. And like we in real world, we never hit to database because database is huge and performing operations there, it's like, in order to like it will slow our APIs, it will slow our process to retrieve data. Yeah, you whatever
Okay.
you said, the correct thing it is. Like Redis then go back to our real database. From real database, data will come back to Redis, and Redis will give to user as well, and it will store as well with along with itself. It does two operations there.
Okay. I have one example. Let's say there is one data which is present in the actual DB, but it is not there in the Redis DB. Maybe that detail is not yet override. I mean, so if a user clicks, okay, get all the buzzes, so
Hmm.
it might miss that actual data, right? It will, as it fetches from the all the data from the Redis DB,
Hmm.
but in our actual DB we have one more bus is being added. So that information is not being fetched, right? So how that will be helped here? Like how that will be tackled?
Hmm. Like you were saying, uh, okay, I got it. What you said. Like you were saying, according to your
Data is missing in
religion.
the Redis DB. Yeah.
Okay. So you will apply the filters. Like recently, one person has added, and they store real bus data in the database, and
Yeah.
it is not stored in the Redis DB earlier.
Yeah, Redis DB is not yet refreshed as per the actual DB, so it is still
Hmm.
running in the previous information. So whenever we hit the get all buses API, so it will get all the data from the Redis first. But
Yeah.
as per our actual DB, there is one data which is being added, but it is
Hmm.
not sync with the Redis DB. So how that will be tackled?
I also need to like I'll get to you. Like I'm also thinking how this happens. Like
Okay,
I'll come to you with correct information on this.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll update in the group. Like I also like it's a good question. Yeah, like I
yeah,
like these kind of questions, like which makes us think. That's the
yeah,
correct question. Like you were saying, currently it was not in the Redis DB, but it actually stored in the original DB.
yeah. Let's say I'm hitting the get buses API,
Hmm.
and you are parallelly you are adding one data to the actual DB.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
both are
got
we are
it.
doing at the same
Hmm.
time, but we get
Hmm.
the information from the Redis, but as per our DB, the one bus is missing.
Yeah, correct, correct. I got it, Kiran. Yeah, I'll definitely come back to you regarding this. And yeah, and you got this. Anything else like you want apart from that, like message broker? You got all these things. Queue.
Yeah, I know the high level of the Kafka, like it is a like a producer consumer kind of thing, but
Hmm.
I'm not sure about how it works actually.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I know the basic concept. It is a producer will send a data, and based on the consumer, I think some label or subscription, it will receive the data from the receiver end, right?
Yeah, correct. Main is the producer and consumer, and in middle there is a broker residing in between them. The broker is responsible for queue. It will maintain queues and batch processing. Everything happens in the Kafka itself. Queue
Okay,
processing, batch processing, that all things.
okay.
Yeah. So this is the actual architecture of booking and summary of our class like session, and what happens for every request, and refresh all the buses getting booking. And behind the scenes, the actual aim is of how logs are helpful in this way, how snapshots are helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. And the flow as well, you got the flow as well, like system request architecture, how the responses carries back to it. And I think you have missed the last class, right? Like I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
explained
yeah.
this. Okay.
I think maybe in later part, can you cover how that load balancer works? I mean, because we are not sure, like, especially I'm not sure how it works because I know the thing like, okay, it will route the data to the respective API or a server,
Hmm.
but on what basis it will check on how it will check, how it will route. So that I'm
Sure,
a bit
sure.
not sure.
Definitely. Like next class, I'll be explaining the load balancer as well in this. Actually, like in the last session, I have explained like what is the in terms of scalability, reliability, caching, load balancing as well. We will focus on all these topics, but one of the user has asked about how the real world way. I need to know how real world application works. So I thought of taking one bus booking app. It will be helpful for all of us to understand it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, I'll cover this load balancer in the next class. I'll come back to you on this. And is there anything else, Kiran?
No, Tanzim, it's clear. And also,
Okay,
maybe I just wanted to like highlight one of the concept regarding the authentication and authorization.
okay,
Maybe in later class, if you get some time, if it is feasible for you, maybe please cover that part as well.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to cover authentication. You know JWT and that thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know JWT, but in real time, how actually how it works. I mean,
Okay,
whenever a client sends a request, how that is being authenticated and
hmm.
authorized. how it is being the things are being granted to access the API.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that whole complete flow, a bit unsure about that.
Yeah, got it, got it. Yeah, Kiran. Okay, then. Like, I'll be like your end to our session. Whatever I thought of delivering today, and it has been delivered. I hope so. And like anything else you want to want from me, like to
No,
cover
Tanzit,
things.
that's it's clear. I think as of now, those 2 points I just highlighted. Maybe in coming session, if I get anything, I will just let you know.
Sure, sure, Kiran.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you? Is it possible to share this any notes or something like that, Tanzit, just to refer parallelly?
Yeah.
Because the notes looks very easy and straightforward. So it helps us to understand few things.
Like, you want the UI of these things or like actual?
The content inside the content, whatever we are, right, which are showing right now.
Okay. Like with these part as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll try to make PDFs. Like earlier, also someone has asked me about SQL PDF. Like they want that, and someone asked me like, do you know the Java framework of Quarkus, one of the Java framework? Like I was searching on them. Like I
Mhm.
lost some of my like PDFs. Like my laptop got formatted for that reasons. Was unable to
Oh,
find
okay.
them. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. Maybe whenever you get some time, maybe you can just
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
look it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Oh,
sir, Tanzan.
yeah, Kira. All
Yeah.
right. Bye. Good night.
Good night.